gentlemen, introducing your host from the birthplace of extreme, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at, well, an average weight for a person of his size, Sean Bell Wilbur.
To another episode of the Bury the Booking Podcast, Wrestling Podcast. My name is Dell. That is Devin. How are you today?
Doing good. Can't complain about nothing.
No, you're hopefully you're nestled in and as warm and as not snow covered as you possibly can. If you know, you know. We're in the middle of a snow apocalypse here on our part of the world. We're okay. It's still going. It looks like it's in the sleet phase as we record on our classic Sunday, but
I'll see some daylight soon.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's no windows.
No.
There's no windows in your recording in your recording studio there.
No light.
But I mean, you know, it's fine. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. So we just jumping right into this thing here. We had a Saturday night's main event. Main event.
That was pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, this week Raw was an episode of Raw. It wasn't anything too crazy. Everything, of course, was leading to Saturday night's main event, which is leading to the Royal Rumble, which it seems. So Raw and SmackDown, they were okay. There was, you know, some things that set up for Saturday night's main event, a couple of segments and things like that. But we're here to talk about that part of it, about the Saturday night's main event that took place last night, again as we record on our classic Sunday. All in all, Saturday night's main event, we had some things that were okay, some things that we kind of figured was going to happen, and then one thing that was completely spectacular, and then that was about what we had. All in all, before we break down Saturday night's main event, how did you feel about the show?
Since this came back and I've been watching it, this was one of the better ones. Like I some things happened that I didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
But that's personal, not an overall version of the show. I'm gonna give it a B.
Give it a B?
Give it a B.
Okay. All right. I mean, you know, we're getting to the Royal Rumble.
If Joe was there, it'd have got a little bit of higher grade, but we had to deal with Stephanie.
Well,
Joe was stuck at the airport in Detroit.
Yeah.
Couldn't get back.
So, yeah, Stephanie had to, it was a solo show for Stephanie McMahon there. But it's... No,
desired.
Yeah. What you're not going to get is Jesse the Body Ventura. That's what you're not going to get.
We need Jesse and, what's the black boy name? Oh, what's his name? The announcer, the black boy, the wrestler.
Big E?
Booker T.
Oh, Booker T. Oh,
yeah. Imagine that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Booker T saying random incoherent things.
Yeah.
When Jesse just spitting facts.
Yeah, that's the.
Have you heard him on the news?
That's why he ain't on Best Saturday Night.
He was on the news.
And he was like, yeah, no.
I can't remember what Jesse said.
It's something that they were like, yeah, no, we're not going. Let's not worry about it.
Yeah, he was on the news for something. He did an interview. What was he talking about?
stuff that
Do you
didn't.
remember?
Yeah, stuff that didn't go over well with.
What? I gotta watch that again because I remember seeing him and I'm like, go ahead, Jesse. Then I don't remember what he said. And I'm sitting there looking for it. I'm like, nah.
They was like, yeah,
Was it that bad?
I mean, it's we dealing with, we're dealing with WWE here, so they not going. Jesse not.
Oh yeah.
Jesse
He was
Jesse doesn't fit into he doesn't fit into that mold. Let's just say. Did you find it? Are you reading?
I found it.
Yeah, I can see you reading it. Yeah.
Jesse wild, yo.
Hey.
He telling the truth. He tell y'all what y'all need to hear. Not what you want to hear.
That's right. Well, you know where you're not gonna hear it at?
On WWE.
That's where you're not gonna hear it. But yeah, let's let's take it from the top from Saturday night's main event. We had the show kicked off. It was supposed to be the one-on-one match. We seen it build up over Cody losing the championship a couple weeks ago to Drew McIntyre when the return of Jacob Fatu happened. They've been going back and forth. We seen the promo that Jacob cut with Cody on SmackDown and all that led to this, which was supposed to be a one-on-one match between the two, wind up turning into just a good old-fashioned all-out brawl. Thoughts on this?
Sloppy.
Didn't like it.
I enjoyed it, but it was sloppy.
Okay. The crowd fighting and outside and
yeah, it was scattered. It was Cody doing a lot of running. He wasn't as into it as Jacob was.
Jacob Fatu is always going to bring the intensity. He's always.
Yeah. So I'm thinking it was bad. Not bad, but I'm thinking it would have been better if this rival wasn't with Cody. Like if somebody, like a wrestler who's willing to do more.
Okay.
I think it would have been better. Like, here's the thing. Jacob Fatu and Dragunov. This would have been too much. Even though Dragunov had his time in his shine a little while ago, this would have been too much for fans to handle.
It's just too much intensity there.
Too much. Now you got Cody, who is like, yo, I still got to go home to my wife, my kid.
Yeah.
Like, I still got to wake up tomorrow. Jacob, like, I was locked up at 16, locked up at 17, 7 kids on no job.
Yeah.
Like, he out there trying to work.
Yeah.
And Cody like, ho.
Yeah, wait a minute now. Yeah, wait. Like, we going.
I already got my own bus.
Yeah, we'll get you there, but you gotta
yeah.
You gotta bring that down.
So that's what I didn't care for, because the energies was off for me.
All right, so Jacob Fatu brings the intensity as always.
Yeah.
Cody was a little more. This was more of a. I mean, it all is a WWE style brawl, but when I say it, you'll know what I mean. It was more of a WWE type of controlled, chaotic thing. If they fought all up in the stands,
you can see Fatu. Like, I've seen, like, Fatu was leaning in, and he said something to Cody several times. And I'm like, he probably told him to turn the shit up a little bit. Get these fans what they want.
Yeah,
Cody like, nah.
Yeah.
Too soft.
You gotta make it to the Rumble. You gotta do.
No, you don't. Nobody cared that Cody Rhodes and going to the Rumble. If Cody Rhodes wins
again,
the Rumble
again,
we're gonna have to do some serious discussions about what happens on this show.
It's gonna be
Because first off, the Royal Rumble only has Cody Rhodes, Gunther, Jey Uso, Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and Penta. That's it.
Yeah,
It's in a couple days.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
6 people. And Truth. I think Truth is joining the Rumble.
Yeah. So men and women's Rumble, it's years prior, we've had a lot more people that have declared, so we kind of knew who was going to be in. I don't mind the mystery of it, but at the same time, it's like, all right, well, I don't have enough faith that they're doing this for good reasons other than, you know what I mean?
Like, want to go to Saudi Arabia.
Like, I'm trying to, I feel like there's not going to be, this isn't done for the reason of the spectacle. Like, I feel like it's,
because on the women's side, you got Rhea, Io, Bayley, Lyra, Liv, Roxanne, Raquel, and Asuka.
Mm.
They're the only ones who got their passports right. The rest of them are like, Charlotte, like, nah, I'm right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I might tweak my knee on SmackDown or something. I can't get over there. I ain't gonna be able to get over there.
They ain't trying to make it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this brawl with Cody and Jacob, it's clearly this isn't over. They fought in the crowd, they did all this and that. Then Drew McIntyre comes, and Drew McIntyre pretty much essentially trashes them both and stands tall. So I feel like we're putting players in the main event situation. Cody's always going to be there because Cody's that guy. We got Jacob Fatu. He's around there. We'll talk about what happened in the Fatal 4-Way main event later. But, these are people that are going to be, at least for right now, heading into WrestleMania season, maybe, that is going to be in that main event situation. But clearly, Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes aren't done. They're going to have something's going to come out of this. They're going to have a match at some point
No, we don't.
That's not a no contest brawl, I feel like.
Nah.
But Drew McIntyre is steady trolling Cody, trashing him, putting his picture up on his bus, in the window of his bus, and doing all this other stuff. So
we don't need Cody Rhodes involved in any of this. We don't. Like, I get everybody what the American dream night, whatever he is. But no. His time is over.
Just no.
Put him against Gunther and have him retired.
Well, we're getting to that. But no contest between Cody and Jacob Fatu. There's a lot of stuff I'm pretty sure that's going to arise between these two. Of course, like I said, sprinkling Drew McIntyre, that situation isn't over. So we'll see what's going on with that. Next up, we had the Women's Tag Team Championship match. This was Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus the team of Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. Thoughts on this match?
It was okay. It wasn't great. It happened. Everything turned out the way I thought it was going to be, even with like Raquel and all that. Like, it was, I knew something was going to go down.
Yeah.
I don't like Roxanne and Liv together.
Yeah, something about it. The
energy's off.
Something about it. I feel like Roxanne and Liv, respectively, play better off of Raquel Rodriguez than each other. Like, I feel like they're two of the same type of.
I think Liv's energy is too high for Roxanne.
Okay.
Like Roxanne has high energy herself, but when you're going against Liv Morgan, you feel washed. She feels washed out. Like that's Roxanne doesn't pop as a big star, which she is, because you're in front of Liv. Like when they were both with Raquel Raquel is good in her own right, but she's not loud, boisterous,
She's the muscle.
you know, showy.
Yeah, she's the muscle. She
Yeah.
she gives the other person the other person is that spotlight, and she's the heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think these two, like Liv, I don't think Liv and Roxanne has found they groove with each other yet out of the ring. In the ring, fine. No problems. But outside the ring, y'all talking, cutting promos, engaging. I don't think they found that cohesion yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's maybe in time we'll get there. Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, the women's tag team division is stacked. There's a lot going on there, which is a good thing. There's that is not a bad problem to have.
No.
For the women's tag championships. But yeah, this match wasn't bad, like you said. There was no way that I thought that Liv and Roxanne were going to win. They weren't going to beat Rhea and EO. Not here, not like this. There's too many other, I think, heel tag teams, Nia and Lash Legend, that I feel like should be
right. Yeah.
Should be taking the tag team championships off of them. But I mean, we'll see. But the match wasn't bad. For what it was. Then, after that, we got this matchup that was made the night before on SmackDown between Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles. Of course, AJ Styles has accepted Gunther's match stipulation for the Royal Rumble, in which if AJ Styles loses, he is going to retire. We do know that this is AJ's last year in, being a competitor, and this could happen a lot sooner than later if he loses to Gunther, the way the story is. But Shinsuke pops up on SmackDown the night before, talks to AJ, asks him, about the decision, but he wants to see if AJ is still that guy, and if he's still, that person, or if he's even ready to have this match with Gunther and to bring that out of him. And who better than Shinsuke Nakamura? And what better match that was had on Saturday night's main event, because there was none. I don't think there would have been anyway. On paper, this was great, and in the ring, played out in front of our eyes, was what we expected it to be. So AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Your thoughts on this match?
Like you said, it was the best match of the night.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah,
and this isn't their first time they've wrestled each other. But you can't. This was like main event level.
Yeah.
Like this is what you want to see. This should be a match. One of the matches they're like, all right, when you need to see classic, good wrestling, this should be one of them. This should be one of the matches you put you
show people.
You showing everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, there's no mistake. AJ Styles is one of the best, arguably not the best, to be doing this thing. And my current favorite, since I've seen him years and years ago, that NWA Wildside, before NWA TNA was a thing. I was watching AJ Styles, and like, dude was just ridiculous. He just got way better over time, and is my current favorite wrestler, performer, whatever you want to call him. It is AJ Styles, without a doubt, 100%. This match with Shinsuke, they did what they did. They know what they did. They know what they're doing, and it showed. The crowd loved it. I can't say anything bad about the match.
No,
it's they went to work, pretty much. They went to work. AJ Styles does get the win. They have the embrace at the end, the show of respect, which was awesome. It was always good to see. And yeah, AJ is on to the Royal Rumble to take on Gunther. I feel like he beats Gunther.
He should beat Gunther.
And then Gunther gets the receipt later on down the road, I feel like. But
yeah, I think he should beat Gunther.
I don't know in what way. He's not going to beat Gunther straight up. Like, it's not going to be like or, you know, who knows? Who knows what happens? But, because, you know, I mean, Gunther, obviously, he's retired Goldberg. He's retired John Cena. But he's the guy who ends careers, essentially. So I do feel like it's going to come down to AJ Styles losing his career to Gunther. I do feel like that is going to be what happens, but I don't think it's happening at the Rumble.
Unless he could be tired. AJ could have been like, I'm done with this.
Which is crazy because you seen the match he had with Shinsuke, and it's like, yo, this dude?
Yeah.
This guy, like, this guy hangs it up? Like,
and this is probably why he's ready to go. He's like, I'm doing everything I can.
Yeah, I'm crushing this. I'm killing it.
They not doing nothing for him. Like, he ain't winning no belts.
No, except for, you know, the
tag teams, you know?
Yeah, the Dragon League, which, I mean, whatever. But
like, if he was up for a belt, I could see, like, leaving him in for a while, and but he's like, he's ready to just chill.
Yeah. He's earned it. Dude has put all his miles in. He got all his steps in. So dude has definitely earned it. Yeah, this match was great. I am looking forward to the match with Gunther at the Royal Rumble. Like I said, I don't think it happens. I think Gunther wins. I mean, I think AJ wins, and then Gunther gets it back at a later date. Maybe Mania. Who knows? But I don't think it's yet. Then we had the Fatal 4-Way match to determine the number one contender for Drew McIntyre's WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This was Damian Priest versus Trick Williams versus Randy Orton versus Sami Zayn in Canada. Sami has been talking about how, you know, it's essentially this is Sami's got to break through. Sami hasn't done the thing yet. And he was given an opportunity to be in a match to become number one contender. He had to contest with Damian Priest. He had to contest with Randy Orton. Had to contest with Trick Williams in this Fatal 4-Way matchup for the main event of Saturday night's main event. What was your thoughts on this match here?
Good match until the end.
Was the end the result?
Yeah.
You just did not want to see Sami Zayn win this.
Not one bit. So dumb.
Why?
Because he didn't need it. He didn't need it. First off, Randy Orton would have been a better champion.
You're gonna put Sami in. We got Sami in the main event situation now, so we're gonna put him. He's here now, so we're gonna say, all right, Sami Zayn has gotten his opportunity. Sami's not gonna win, not gonna beat Drew. At least Sami's not beating Drew, and then we're gonna bank Sami in that spot, and then we can keep Sami around there. So eventually, we can get that aha moment when he finally breaks through and wins his world championship. You just don't want this to happen at all.
No. I was hoping. See, this W would have been great for Trick Williams.
Yeah, but it's too soon.
No, it ain't.
I think it's too soon. And
you
then I don't.
Put somebody. You got Javon Evans, who is hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got no other black folks you pushing right now.
Royce Keys is on his way.
He ain't there yet.
Obafemi
No.
is probably going to debut at the Rumble.
Hobbs will be at the Rumble.
Yeah. Royce Keys or whatever they're going to name him.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, since Hobbs is going to be at the Rumble, we don't know what exactly he's going to be called. Just call him what he is. Why are you changing his name?
That's what they do.
Wardlow is going to be at the Rumble. Everybody at AEW completely forgot about. You didn't know? Serena Deeb was going to be at the Rumble on the women's side. They're going to have a whole squad of AEW folks just at the Rumble. You know? But no, I think Trick Williams would have been great for Trick Williams. He could have. Trick Williams against Drew. Let Trick lose and then have a nice little get back as Trick try to get, go after Drew. It'll keep Trick people eyes on Trick.
Yeah.
You can throw in 5-2 against Trick.
I would like to see that. I would like to see that, Rob.
Like, there's so many angles you could have had this guy. Like, even if he doesn't beat Drew, but you could just have so many angles to have him still on the screen, still fighting for a championship, still moving forward. We've seen all these other three are veterans. They've been in the game for a while. There's no benefit of them winning. None.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You.
Trick is the only one that makes logical sense of giving him the W to allow him to just, keep pushing forward. You give it to Sami Zayn, who loses every time he gets a belt.
Well, I mean, that gives Drew a win for his title reign. I feel like, Trick, it doesn't really do any favors for Trick or Drew right now to face each other. I feel like they're kind of in the same spot in terms of, what type of character they are. I mean, Trick didn't get pinned, which is a good thing. So that doesn't, that he didn't lose, he didn't take the L. So that does keep him in a good standing. He hasn't, been embarrassed on TV yet with a loss. So his stock is still good. Randy, of course, wasn't going to eat that pin. And which left Damian Priest, for Sami Zayn. And it doesn't really hurt Damian Priest. Damian Priest is a fan favorite. People love him. People are gonna be
but I don't like him solo.
No,
nah, because he when he's got the right people in front of him, like him against Black and all that, it was entertaining.
That was good. Yeah, now that he's away from that, we got to see what this is.
I need a quick tag team, a Priest and R-Truth. Nothing long.
I mean, they have history.
They got history. Just a quick tag team.
They have history.
Maybe a couple matches.
They have history.
Just a little bit. Just keep that going for a little bit. Have a little fun with it. And then just move on. One, because I think Priest needs a reset. And I think him going against, because they went from Black to nothing to this.
Yeah,
and if you give him some fun stuff to do, get some laughs, get some jokes, get some good times.
Cleans the palate a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Then you could throw him in with somebody. During their little tag team run, they can, have a little beef with somebody and go at him.
Yeah.
Especially you got people he can go against. You just got to find the right one, but you got to let it clean up. Got to let it reset a little bit. It's not like he's losing momentum. Like it's Damian Priest.
It's true. Yeah, that's true. As long he's on TV all the time, he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He'll probably have a good showing at the Rumble. We'll probably get some good eliminations if he's there. it'll be fine. But we did talk about it. Damian Priest did eat the pin. Sami Zayn did win. Sami Zayn is now the number one contender for the WWE Championship at Royal Rumble. Are you predicting Sami Zayn to win the Royal Rumble?
No.
I mean, win the match at the Royal Rumble? No. Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I mean, it'll be. I feel like they're going to give
turn
us.
it off if it happens.
I feel like they're going to give us some good false finishes. I feel like they'll give us some hope. I feel like they're going to make everyone think that it could potentially happen, and then it just doesn't. So, I mean, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I mean, Sami Zayn in the ring is not the problem. We just, you just don't like the idea of Sami Zayn's character.
I don't like him wrestling. I don't like all this character he has right now.
Mhm.
Is not it. Not it.
That's fair.
We need back in the day, we need like Shawn Michaels when he won the Royal Rumble back in like 96. We need some more people like that.
Well, we ain't gonna get that. I mean, you
dumpster.
Dude, the dumpster trophy. Oh my God.
Yeah, we ain't about that.
You'll get some of that stuff with they announced the Attitude Era edition of WWE 2K26. So
we gotta get some throwbacks.
So you can play to your heart's content. They got a WCW edition. You can do all you want with that.
Get some Bobby Holly in, some Bob Holly.
Hardcore Bob Holly. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, look, once you could pre-order. They told you could pre-order WWE 2K26. You could do all you want. You can get all that. You can get all that the Generation X and NWO stuff in on you if you want.
What's the boy? Doug Gilbert.
Oh my God.
Was it Squat Team? Doug Gilbert.
Listen. I don't know what's happening at the Rumble, but I can guarantee you what we're not gonna get is all of those people you just mentioned.
I don't even think half of them. So
there gonna be some. There might be some surprises at the Rumble, but I don't think we're gonna get those. You may get Brock. Brock might show up at the Rumble.
Yeah,
stuff like that. But I don't think. I don't know. I don't know about this Rumble yet.
We need to get. No. We need to get Triple H back in the ring.
That ain't happening.
We need to get him back. Just for like one quick. Him or Shane McMahon. Show me the money.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work.
Not for long. In and out.
That's exactly what's going to be. Shane show up and he'll run to the ring and pop both of his quads again.
That's cool.
Before he even gets in the ring. Because if it's going to be a Saudi, they probably going to have that long ass ramp.
Mm-hmm.
He going to have to run 2 miles to get to the ring.
I'm about surprises.
Well,
that's what it's about. Because if I was
name a lot of people.
Royal Rumble, it'd be nothing but shock after shock after shock. People would lose their mind. I would pay these wrestlers so much money to just come out. Do nothing. Be honest with you, Joe Hendry's going to win the Rumble, right?
I feel like we're going to get a moment. We are going to get a moment of Joe Hendry.
It's Joe Hendry.
That would be great.
The Rumble.
That would be nice. But I know we're going to get some type of moment.
Yeah.
We're going to get the Joe Hendry moment.
But I'm calling it Joe Hendry for the Rumble. And he's going to be.
What if Braun Breaker wins the Rumble? Braun Breaker wins the Rumble, re-challenges Punk, beats Punk at WrestleMania.
I don't want to watch it. That would suck.
I mean, yeah, but Possible.
Yeah, it's also possible pigs can fly, but you don't want to see it happen.
You don't. You don't want to see,
Oh.
you never want to see that happen. True.
Ugh, that's a bad vision.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there isn't much that we could do in terms of Royal Rumble predictions because we don't really know what we could.
No, we don't know what's happening.
We don't know what's happening. We don't know who's. We don't know
We
who's
just all
happening.
speculating.
Yeah, I mean, Drew McIntyre will beat Sami Zayn.
Yeah,
I'm thinking AJ Styles is going to beat Gunther. This is where I'm leaning to today, if you ask me. The Rumble match, I don't know. Men and women, I don't know. We may get Chris Jericho in the Rumble. That's a possibility.
why?
I don't know, because
We should get the Hardys.
I wouldn't be mad.
Aren't they TNA?
Yeah, you can see it. We might sprinkle in a couple people from TNA, maybe.
Get the Hardys. I think Jordan Grace is going to win the women's side.
That's a good pick.
Jade.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Jade, who won't defend the title until that match at WrestleMania.
She had, when it's been like 2 months.
She won it in November.
Yo, yeah, like 2 months.
Yeah, she won the title in November.
She ain't wrestled nobody.
I mean, telling.
Trash.
I just keep her, we'll put her on TV. Maybe they won't notice. We noticed. She's walking around with the title.
Noticed.
They used to do, I know that in WCW and all that, they used to do the, you would have to have a match in 30 days or you get stripped or something like that. They used to do
You should be defending your title.
Yeah, but that's not. I feel like they should bring that back. But I mean, we'll see. That was Saturday night's main event. We talked a little bit about the Royal Rumble. It's not much we can really say about the Rumble. It's not like we have a big roster of who we can predict is going to win this thing. Like, we got some scenarios that could happen. I'm going with the scenario of Braun Breaker winning the Rumble, challenging Punk, getting that win back by beating Punk at WrestleMania. I just feel like something that might happen or could happen. I don't know.
I don't want to be a part of it.
It wouldn't be my first choice, but I don't really know too much about the rest of it. I know Jey Uso ain't winning the Royal Rumble.
No, he done.
Unless Cody does win the Rumble again. I feel like him and Jacob Fatu might eliminate each other. Like if they're
I can see that.
They'll both eliminate each other and then fight off again or do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Keep it going backstage.
Yeah, something or other.
Because they can't fight in the crowd.
Oh yeah, no, you can't. You're not gonna be able to do that.
No,
they'll fight up that ramp and then
disappear.
Yeah, and then disappear into the night. But yeah, no. So that was Saturday night's main event. I mean, really, we ain't got a whole lot of other stuff to do, other than that one thing that we got to do. And that's the only thing that needs to be done, and that has to be done every time we join you on the Barry the Booking podcast. It is the greatest professional wrestling podcast segment in the history of professional wrestling podcasts. It is the only undefeated thing in the history of professional wrestling and professional wrestling podcasts. This thing wins every year at WrestleMania. It wins every Royal Rumble. It wins every Survivor Series. It does it all. It is AEW in a nutshell.
All right, bear with me, people. I got a new format I'm trying out for the nutshell. We start off with AEW Dynamite opening segment. We the MJF opens Dynamite with Tony Schiavone. MJF brags about his lifestyle and his reign. Brody King comes out, confronts MJF, demands a title match tonight. MJF refuses, belittle King's resume, but he is visibly intimidated and backs down. MJF isn't ready for Brody King. We move into our first match, Samoa Joe versus Speedball Mike Bailey. The fast-paced opener. Heavy interference from the ops.
The chop. That chop.
Yeah.
We got to talk about that chop.
Yeah.
Joe completely leveled Mike Bailey with that chop.
There was something personal behind there.
Yeah. That was.
He said something to him. He said that
he didn't like the second season to Twisted Metal or something.
Yeah, that's what I was sitting there thinking of the name. Like, he ain't like you sucked at that, Joe.
Yeah, something.
Joe wins with a muscle buster after Shibata's distraction. For some reason, MGS is out there watching that match backstage, looking real creepy. We get a street fight, Death Riders versus the Don Callis family. I'm glad we're getting this going.
Yeah, we need this.
This one was crazy. Spilled out all into the crowd. Weapons, glasses, tables, interference from Maria Shafir and Pac. Moxley curb stomps Romero to get the win. Then Moxley tells the Don Callis family, "Tell your boys to come find me." He ready for it.
Hey, listen, this is what he wants.
This is what he wants. We had the women's division developments. Tekla challenges Chris Statlander for the women's world title. Julia Hart challenged Will Nightingale for the TBS title. Both matches are confirmed next week on Dynamite.
What's Sky Blue doing? Nothing.
Nothing.
She can't get a title match. There's 100 titles in AEW. No, I'm just...
Yeah, but tackling Julia Hart better than Sky Blue. Much better. Right. FTR versus Jordan Oliver and Alec Price. Sure.
Surprise, surprise.
You know, am I supposed to know Jordan and Alec?
FTR won the match, didn't they?
Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
Of course they won, but who the hell is these guys?
Don't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. We had Kenny Omega versus Josh Alexander.
Yes.
Good match.
Yeah.
Very hard hitting. Don Callis, lurking around. Alexander, he going after Omega's ankle. Survives. Hit him with that one wing angel. But Omega still gets the W. Omega declares that no one in the Callis family can stop him from reclaiming the world title. MJF is still watching.
Looking on.
No. Then we have the women's tag team match. Megan Bayne versus Penelope Ford. Going against Timeless Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa. Bayne had this match. Like, she was dominating in this match.
Yes.
For a good while. But eventually, Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford get the W. Do the little interference. Shafira interferes. Sorry.
She would just never not be around.
Yeah. Here's where I'm confused.
Okay.
Why this is the main event. Once again, who cares about Kevin Knight? I don't. I don't think you should either. But it's Swerve Strickland against Kevin Knight. What are we trying to do with Kevin Knight here? Nothing.
I mean, we're giving Swerve the main event spot, and we're showcasing Kevin Knight, who continues to be showcased week
and
after week.
He looks like he's good.
Yes,
Kevin Knight looks good.
Yes, he does.
He was doing work, but don't nobody care about Kevin Knight.
Now this was for Swerve.
That's how he got the house call.
Yeah.
Because he Kevin Knight.
Yeah, this is...
Because Swerve wins.
Yes.
And MJF is still lurking. Still lurking.
Yeah, MJF is looking at all competitors.
So, like I said, this is a new format for the Nutshell. And we got, if I did like I usually did it, we'd have been done already. I'm trying to stretch out a little bit, people.
Now we're looking at Saturday Night's main
we
event.
had Hangman Page versus Shibata. This joint was crazy.
Yeah, they were going.
This joint was crazy.
They were going.
Like, I wasn't. First off, I don't expect this on Collision.
Right, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to say, like, this is a random Collision match. Granted, it's it's Paige and Shibata, but it's like yo, like y'all do realize this is Collision, right? Like,
I wasn't expecting this on Collision. Hangman gets a W with a backshot lariat.
Y'all can save that.
Yeah. AEW Women's Championship Eliminator Chris Statlander, going against Isla Dawn. With hold on. Did I do it right?
It's nice to see Isla Dawn out there. No, nobody. Okay. All right.
It wasn't a bad thing. But did we need her?
No.
Is she allowed to use that name?
Yeah, I believe so.
Is that her real name?
I believe she was Isla Dawn before she got there. I think.
Oh no, her name is Courtney Stewart.
Yeah, I think she was Isla Dawn before she got over there. I think.
Just call herself Courtney.
Isla Dawn sounds cooler.
Yeah, it does. And her friend Alba Fire is doing dumb stuff with Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Oh my God. How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah.
Chris Statlander gets a W. Before the match, Texas disrespected Statlander, spit on his shirt. Yo, don't spit on me, yo.
Yeah, that's
the level of rage.
That's
do a lot of stuff.
That's a blackout moment. That's that's like
my God.
I'm gonna forget where I'm at type moment. Whether or not it's like, all right, yeah, look, I'm gonna spit on you, and I'm like, I'd rather not, because I don't know how I'm gonna feel. If you do that, so I'd rather you not.
I'd rather you not do something, TV or not. Yeah. Let's work something else out. Smack me.
Throw a drink in my face or something.
Something.
Yeah, you could do that. But
as soon as you spit on me, there might be. I'm gonna go to jail.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna go to jail. After that, we get a Jack Perry promo. He threatens Ricochet. Perry threatens Ricochet over Luchasaurus, vows to take everything from him, and sets up for a heated rematch. I'm sorry. Ricochet's better than you, Jack Perry.
He is.
He's a better wrestler.
He is.
Funnier.
He is.
Better on the mic.
He is.
You're just Jack Perry.
Yes.
With a dude in a mask.
Ricochet is far superior here.
Yes. How can I pronounce this? Protoshita, which is Kyle Fletcher and Takeshita against Austin and Billy Gunn. This was dumb. This was dumb.
Oh, so you trying to figure out the words for this? try to wrap your head around what this was.
Protoshita wins. Flawless victory.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like, a Mortal Kombat title.
Yeah.
So, but after the match, Okada music hits. He comes out. Don Callis and Fletcher has to hold Takeshita back. What is going on?
We still got problems.
Yeah. Don Callis family, Mark Davis, Jake Dole versus Jordan Oliver and Alex Price. We're back to these guys again.
Yeah, man. Listen. Yes. Did they win?
Mark Davis and Jake Dole gets a W.
One day.
No. After the match, Don Callis, he gets on the mic, says, I don't know what he says because I usually ignore when he talks, but it's something about FTR. I remember hearing FTR a few times. Then I was like, I'm done.
You're out.
I was out. TBS Championship match. We got Willow Nightingale against Julia Hart.
Mm-hmm.
This, little interference, but that was squashed. Willow Night wins with a powerbomb. It was a decent match.
It was. It was
a decent match.
Was.
No problems whatsoever. Andrade versus CMLL. No, this was CMLL's Magnus. Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that was.
Andrade.
It was just Andrade. He took his pants off.
He did. Yes, he did. I didn't need that. Listen, okay. If you're gonna come out there with the trunks, come out with the trunks. Or we could have did that whole thing. I've seen wrestlers do the pant thing in the ring before, or even sometimes midway through. But this was just like a ridiculously deliberate, like, let's just have the camera completely focus on my man as it wasn't like a cool, like, it wasn't like breakaway pants or nothing like that. That could, you can just be like, I'm gonna rip these off. No, he just pulled his pants down.
Yeah.
I've seen it before. There's better ways we could have did this. This one felt uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable watching this.
Yeah, I think we didn't need this.
And I've seen a lot of weird stuff in wrestling, but it just caught me off guard. Like, the match was fine. I think it was cool. And then it was just like, he on the apron and he's like, you know what?
I'm hot.
Yeah, just go ahead. I'm burning up right now. I'm going to go ahead and take these off. What?
So this moves into the main event, which is the CMLL World Championship match. Claudio Castagnoli against Roderick Strong. A little bit of interference.
A little bit.
Not much. Good back and forth between Claudio and Roddy. Hitting with that giant swing. Neutralizer. Retains the title.
Done deal.
John Moxley just standing there looking. Not as creepy as MJF, but
looking on.
He was there.
Yeah, looking on. That's what you do in AEW.
That was AEW.
That's what you do in AEW. You look on.
Yeah.
You look and, you just, you're around. That's all. You're around. So, yeah, that did it for that did it for AEW. That was AEW in a nutshell. New format. Good format. I like it.
I don't know how long it's going to last.
Well, it depends on how AEW moves. It's usually, usually depends on how this thing goes, is how AEW moves. But that's going to go ahead and do it for us on the Bury the Booking podcast. I want to thank you for joining us. Like, share, follow, subscribe. Oh, we also have bonus content coming to you. So it's out. Be on the lookout. Take a look. Take a listen. Take a watch. It is our, I guess, collaboration with the Turnbuckles and Spilt Liquor podcast. Shout out to Lito, shout out to Sinister One, where we were able to join them while they had a very special guest, Travis Orndorff, the son of legendary Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, was on the show, and we were able to be a part of that. So we were able to share that with you guys. So it's out. So listen to this, watch this, take a look at that. Awesome show. Again, shout out to those guys. And we will see you next time.